sweetheart? Did you leave me logged in the nether again?
Yeah.
Um,
I left you logged in the nether.
Can you not do that, please?
Was there holes back here
No.
that you filled in?
No.
What the heck? Alright.
I see the gas. There he is.
Was he stuck in a
need
little
it.
spot?
I think so, yeah.
Don't get the fires out before you get in there. Hello, and welcome to the show.
I was gonna go kill him, because he's gonna need more fires.
Stay out of the fire. Stay out of the fire. Okay, they still haven't fixed this stupid bug that has been happening since the beginning of this damn game. Ever since there was gas, there was the ability for them to spawn in areas they literally could not fit in.
Oh my gosh, I didn't die. Whew.
Did you fall?
No, but I was down to a heart from being on fire.
Very nice.
But it's dead.
So, best I can tell, as she's asked, I basically let her stay logged in while I'm working on stuff, all it takes is a room just like this one here. A gas spawns in here, and because this is just tall enough for a gas to spawn in, he glitches out of the blocks. And as soon as he glitches out one block into another block...
Oh good, there's another one down here. Wait till I get to full health and I'll go kill him.
As soon as he glitches out one block into another block, he can see through all of the netherrack. It becomes invisible. Just like a cheaty cave machine, like the red...
X-ray machine, yeah.
Yeah, X-ray machines. It's the exact same thing. So...
Oh, never mind, you kill him.
This is a continual issue, but it's only something that happens if you spend a lot of time in the nether. The problem is everybody from time to time does spend a lot of time in the nether, and because we're playing on a LAN-based thing instead of a server-based, I have to, in order to use my character, log her in and put her somewhere safe. That used to be the nether. Well, she didn't die.
No, but this is just yet another gentle reminder why I shouldn't build with wood in the nether.
It shouldn't build with wood, period. At least we didn't go full-on Biffa and lose, like, an entire hallway.
Oh, there's lava up here, too.
Yeah, I knew that.
Oh, but it's usually been covered with wood, okay.
Yeah.
I was like, why is it... It wasn't dripping before. Yeah, that's because I had wood over it.
Yep.
Dang it.
But there's no way that's what started the fire. What started the fire was that gas, I guarantee you.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. There. I fixed it.
Well, here's the beginning that I planned for the day.
The beginning you planned wasn't lots of fire and death and madness?
Yes.
Okay.
Lots of death, fire, and madness. So we talked about in the last episode we wanted to start getting some houses into this area and the bridges and whatnot, making that road wrap around to something. This is the concept. Have some houses along here that are fairly much... fairly much? Is that a word?
No, you're just insane.
Fairly complete, or pretty much complete, in the sense that they're far enough away from the blast that nothing's really happened. There's going to be houses on this side as well, and they will have taken a bit of that brunt away, plus just the fact that they sit lower because they're by the water, etc., etc. It gives them a natural...
resistance.
Not resistance, but yeah, cover, I guess. So... The wife built this one here, more of a standard house.
A traditional waterfront from old money, you know.
And this one is my contemporary design
modern
house.
Upstarts that came along into the neighborhood after me.
So the thought process behind these is, as she just started off there, we didn't want to have the exact same kind of house right next to each other.
No.
So I said, why don't you build something, I'll build something. I kind of lean towards this type of thing. I like the idea of geometric shape houses. If I ever have a house built, more than likely it'll be something like that, although I do love me an A-frame house. But the wife, not being comfortable with this kind of thing, she built something that she's more comfortable with, and it works out perfectly, as she stated. Go ahead.
This is like an old traditional style house, you know, what family that had the money to buy a riverfront home would have built, and then it's a little bit run down because it's been there for years. And then these, new money, rich folks moved in next door and built this monstrosity next door.
And that's exacerbated by just standard development. In most cases, a lot of these lots get bought up and then split so that original house stays on part of the lot, and then they build the other lot gets built by some wackadoo with money, and this kind of thing pops up, which I'm all for, but it is weird seeing them in a mix. But that's a very good feel and a very consistent vibe for this kind of thing, especially in our area, to see houses right next to each other that don't necessarily fit each other's mold.
Built by the same developer.
Although, I gotta say, having a non-development feel is always a good thing. Let's go ahead and take a closer look at these guys. So, we start off with the wife since it was closer, and we're back here on the back side of it. Mm-hmm. She's added some foliage into the mix, kind of like it's been overgrown and dilapidated. I also did a little bit of that myself, but as you will see, the yard space would be different because of the way it's set up. This is also something that kind of goes along with these things. The older style houses were usually set further away from the water so that they could have a backyard, usually docks and whatnot, to spend time outside. Newer construction, they plant it right on top of the water, and that's typically because something, I don't know, I guess it's a sign of the times. We spend less time outside. I mean, it's the easiest way to put it. Right. And so, since the development of internet and all that stuff, less and less time is spent outside as a family, and the need for outdoor entertainment space has kind of gone away. Interior on hers is fairly plain Jane as it is on mine because there shouldn't be really anything left in it.
Right, they moved out.
She's got holes in the ceiling to show where, and this being a full wood structure, there would be plenty of that. Did you actually build this thing all the way out?
I did. I built the whole house normal and then just went back with an axe and bone meal and different colors of wood and stuff. Yeah. That was the easiest way for me, rather than try and build something that was dilapidated.
It's got a good view.
Yeah. It does. And it's got a nice big window to enjoy the view, except for that it's brown.
Yeah, because it's all nasty. All right, be a little careful here for creepers and stuff. And then we got my monstrosity, and this thing...
By the way, I don't think it's a real monstrosity. I'm just role-playing as the people I imagine would have lived in that house.
No, I really like it, too. The idea of it being, very geometric, a very small lot. We're going to put some houses in between these two. It's one of those things, again, where it'd be, 3 stories, multi-levels, because they want to fit as much livable space as they can into the property. I also implemented some wood for flooring, but the rest of it is still intact because it is made of stone and iron and stucco. And the concept behind these colors not matching exactly, like these two green here, this is lime green, this is regular green, is to give some more of that faded idea. And then you have the overgrowth in it, and I've hidden lamps and stuff, jack-o'-lanterns in that to keep everything lit. But that's the idea behind how this is set up, where you have even the brown, and that's actually black. The dark brown is actually black. So I think it accomplishes what we were looking for pretty good.
Look at the zombie on top of the building.
What the heck? Did he spawn up there?
Maybe
he had to have. They can't climb vines.
He likes to climb vines. That's my guess.
That is hilarious. Oh, I found a spawnable spot.
Look, target practice. Whee!
So yeah, the concept behind this one, even with a retaining wall, is very indicative of this kind of build, and I really like the way it turned out. The green maybe been a little too dark for the other color focus. Usually they are very neutral in tone, with a light gray or a white, maybe a beige, but sweetheart, if you make yellow glass, I'm guessing it's going to look like urine.
That's why I didn't make it. I just put it in the crafting bench to see what it would look like.
And what does it look like?
It's kind of like urine.
So I'm back here with Snowy the Frostman, and him and I are having our usual conversation. How's the folks, and how's the missus, and talking about how our women beat us, and we're the only friends we have. And
Only because you deserve it, you always leave that part out.
no, I just need to gather some stuff to finish off a house I am currently working on, which we will go over here shortly, and then I will also make you aware of that it is something that I have done, or it's based off of something that I have done and actually made a tutorial for. So I'll put the link in the description for that. And if you have not seen those before and you want to figure out a little bit about how to build your own structures, there are a 2-part series for modern design houses in the Minecraft Creations playlist. And those two are meant to complement each other and give you an idea how to make your own modern design houses. And I've stated this before, and I will say it again. I kind of like to think that Frank Lloyd Wright is basically the bee's knees when it comes to the concept of modern design. And the reason why I like his stuff so much is because he was able to incorporate modern lines with nature, and he did it very, very well. And a lot of people would look at his stuff now and go, oh yeah, that's got to be from, earlier times, like the 70s or the 80s or something. But so many of his houses have stood up to the test of time and really still show the flavor and the passion of real modern design, in my opinion. So the shovel's about to break here, and this brings up something, there it goes, something very important about shovels. It doesn't matter if you're putting a level 30 enchant on it, a level 20 enchant on it, or a level 10 enchant on it. Hell, even a level 1 enchant. Obviously. Don't repair them. They only take 1 iron, or 1 stone, or 1 diamond. I wouldn't even say 1 gold, because who in their right mind would make a golden shovel? But
It's pretty.
I have looked into it time and time again, and the levels and the requirements to make or remake, repair your diamond shovel is just not worth the diamonds, or even making a new shovel to repair it with. If you're really concerned about a shovel and wanting something like this, I can kind of understand it. Getting a silk touch, it makes sense. But I still say, just make shovels. I mean, really, it's only 30 levels, and it's a heck of a lot less time and headache. Where am I going? Right here. Yeah.
Crazy. You're going crazy.
I've also very recently been spending a lot of time over here in the mesa, gathering more clay up, and I'm primarily just looking for those 2 guys right there, just the standard clay block, the hardened clay. But the yellow and the white, for some reason we just didn't have the yellow. I don't know if it's because the wife stopped at that level or what, but the white was pretty much gone because she had been using it for stuff. Something interesting, though, came about when I was doing this. As you can see, I've just kind of been avoiding the gray because we have so much of that. I don't know if we'll ever use what we have.
Probably not.
I think we have an entire chest, double chest full plus at the moment. But if you go down here where I dug one a long time ago, and then this would be that level right there, see how it starts to get more of the hardened clay blocks? There's that orange, hardened clay, orange, double hardened clay, orange, double hardened clay, orange, double hardened clay.
I'm sensing a pattern.
Yes, a lot more hardened clay. And then if you go even further past that, it is just hardened clay. So, it's something that I have never personally seen, and if somebody showed it before, I must have just missed it. I don't know. But once you get down past a certain level, it is nothing but hardened clay blocks. So you're not having to worry too much about being sparingly with these ribbons that you get in here and just utilizing these colors up. Yeah, sure, still utilize them. They're free if you want to mine them out, but if you get low enough, there's plenty of hardened clay to get the other colors. So I've been working on doing some of that for the house builds, and also just to try to get the inventory up. We haven't really had any of it. While I was in here digging up blocks, I was talking to the missus about different things, but one of the things I wanted to share while on camera, because it just doesn't make sense to me, and it really twerks me. I'm sure you've dealt with it before at home. It's one of those things that it's become more of a chore than anything else for me, and that's driving. I absolutely love to drive, and I love to drive hard. We don't have a car that really can do that at the moment, but I don't even remember what I was talking about.
Driving in a car, we don't really have a car that can handle it.
Wife just stopped me because she was holding back a sneeze. I said, sneezes happen. Anyway, we don't really have a car that's, you know, it doesn't have a stick shift. It's a nice car, don't get me wrong. It's done very well for us, but it's not a thoroughbred racing car or anything like that. But that's not really what's twerking me about this. What's twerking me is today it started raining after one day of sunshine, and yesterday it was absolutely gorgeous. It was 72, 73 degrees, sunny, and it's just the beginning of April. And anybody who knows about Western Washington, that just doesn't happen. We don't get that kind of weather in early April. So it was amazingly nice and beautiful. But along comes with that is the spring showers that we're used to, and the retarded drivers that never ever seem to surprise and or amaze me. Because it's so dang typical anymore to see these guys cut you off and then proceed to do 10 miles underneath the speed limit. So rain starts up right around noon today, and as they tell you and warn you many a times, if you live in an area that doesn't get a lot of rain and has sunshine, after a rain you need to be careful because there's going to be a lot of oil and a lot of gas residue on the roads from all the cars. This is a very true thing. It happens all the time. It causes many of accidents. But in Western Washington, where it rains every third day, and that's being
that's being charitable.
Yeah, charitable to the sun. It's not something that you have to worry about. Furthermore, if you've lived your whole life, you already know how to drive in the rain. So I'm on my way to pick up my son from school. It's a 7-mile commute one way, and in 7 miles on all not back roads, side roads, non-main highways or anything like that, I have two people that do their damnedest to get out in front of me from a stop. Both of them take right turns in front of me, which is fine. But then they proceed to do 10 miles under and take left-hand turns within half a mile of where they got in front of me.
They just wanted to be in front of you, that's all.
They could have came in right behind me. There was nobody behind me. I was doing my typical 10 miles over the speed limit, so there was nobody around to creep up my bumper, and it would have given me so much less headache and so much less stress. It's...
Honey, you're just going to have to get over it. People are jerks. And you're not going to change them.
So this is what I want to make you guys aware of. Most of you are kids that watch, and there is nothing wrong with that. But that means at some point in time you're going to be out on the road, and you're going to be young, and you're going to do stupid stuff. And I'm not going to even tell you to not do stupid stuff, because that's just part of life. But what I am telling you is if you enjoy driving, make sure you make the roads enjoyable for everybody else. Because as the rest of us get older and the roads get more and more crowded,
old cranky man,
all I really want now is a self-driving car that can get me from point A to point B while I surf the internet. Because I am so tired of dealing with jackholes who need to get in front of you just because they can and go 10 miles
under the speed limit.
Now, I'm not sure that this one is going to translate as well as the other color combos, but we're going to do what we can to make this happen, I guess.
You've got a Neapolitan house.
Yeah, that's the problem. The white stained clay is not as close to...
No, it's really not.
Yeah, to white as I was hoping it would be.
It's kind of strawberry ice cream color.
And I don't know what else I could do to make that work. But you know what? If I put enough bushes around it...
Right, that's always... When in doubt, use more bushes.
Right? That's
Just
what I'm
ask
thinking.
Corrales. He knows.
So, the wife and I both worked on another house for the cityscape here.
Yet again, his is epic and mine's kind of crap. But, you know, hey, he's the builder in the family.
Well, I did take actual drafting classes with the intention of becoming an architect, so that, you know, I got that going for me.
You got that going for you.
So I got that going for you.
I could have sworn I had bushes in my inventory, but there are no bushes in my inventory.
I got some bushes. You need some bushes?
No, I don't need any. I just don't know where they went. That's all.
I got plenty of bushes if you need them. Push a bush.
Nope, I'm good on bushes.
All right. Like I said, earlier on in the thing, I'm pretty sure I mentioned that I had done a tutorial on how to build a house. And once you see the house that I showed you how to build, you're going to go, how is that the same? Trust me, it is. It's the same exact principles. There's two 5x5
two 5x5
squares
cubes nestled within each other.
embedded into a 9x9 square. And it's all about just keeping those geometric shapes. I strongly encourage you to go check that out if you're interested in those kind of things. I will put a link in the description, and hopefully it will give you a better understanding as how to create your own house there. But as I said, I don't know if the white really goes. I'm going to heavily put some bushes around here and hopefully make that blend in. So the next couple of episodes, as we're wrapping some of this stuff up, if we look back and that's still an eyesore, I'll have to come up with something else for that. Maybe just turn it all to an off-white color.
What about, like, sandstone instead of the white clay? Because it's got kind of the same texture. But the snow has texture.
Yeah, but it looks like it's cracked to me. Sandstone looks like cobble. I mean, it's basically the exact same texture on the side, so...
Okay. I was just... What about sand?
So, the wife, I asked her to make basically a simple
The sand could work.
beach house, an old-style beach hut that you'd see for vacation homes back in the day. And this is what she got going on here. I haven't really taken a look at it yet. Could use a little bit more patchy grass and stuff out front, but we can definitely add to that. I like the shape of it. It's missing a little bit on the sides and whatnot. I didn't do any of that in mine. I kind of kept the structures whole. I just took out... Well, I guess the roofs would be hidden because of the way it's built.
Right.
Then she added this other deck thing, and I don't know how I feel about that. I get there should be a deck here, but it sticks out really far.
But it's got a diving board and everything.
Yeah, but, I mean, it sticks out really far. Maybe we can make it closer in or something? Like right off of the house? So it's not separated?
I don't know.
It's even got a cobweb in there. That's epic.
There's lots of cobwebs in there.
That's awesome. It's looking pretty good. I think these houses are close enough to each other. That's correct. We have that spot right there, and it's an awkward shape. It doesn't have much beachhead, so it's going to be hard to find something that's going to work with that area, but we're going to do our best to make that happen. Maybe do another old school beach hut, maybe some huge epic house. I pointed up like that. It's not going to be like 5 stories tall, trust me.
Are you sure? 5 stories tall? It's like a skyscraper condos in there?
Yeah, right there. Just boom.
Boom.
10 stories.
Yeah.
Call it done, right?
Taller than jungle trees.
Yes.
With snow on top of them.
Yeah.
Why is there snow on top of the jungle trees over there?
Because of the new level.
I know, it's just wrong.
It is. It's
There
very
shouldn't be
wrong,
snow
but
on top of the jungle trees.
they didn't think about that when they created the land, I guess. I
No
don't know.
thinking.
There's a lot of things that were wrong with that. Need I bring up the whole egg zombie fiascos that are still happening?
Do you really want to bring that up?
No.
I'll hit you with my sword.
Don't forget that like and subscribe if you enjoy my videos, and I will see you next time.
Bye.